everybody, and hello again. Welcome back to another Minecraft texture pack review. Today we're looking at Roses by Giggleblock Studios. And I thought we'd do a cute one before Halloween comes around, before October starts, because I plan on doing some spooky things in October, and I think doing this one then might feel a little inappropriate. So we're going to do it today. The description says, explore a pretty and pink world with Giggleblock Studios' Roses texture pack. Bright colors, cute theme, and kawaii vibe. Very short and to the point description here. It costs 990 Minecraft coins, and there's no avatar, so let's go ahead and hop in the world. So if you've not seen these videos before, welcome to the channel. In these videos, I show off all the textures in a pack and then give my final thoughts. And this time, from this point on, it should, at least until there's another big update, it should actually be like all of, or almost all of the textures, because I've added in the wither. It turns out all I needed to do to keep him contained was just turn off the ability for his explosions to destroy blocks. But yeah, so let's start by looking at things that grow. You can see all the trees and the baby trees. There's little hearts on the tree trunks there. Here's what the mushrooms look like. And the smiling jack-o'-lanterns. The melons and the pumpkins are, I guess they are different. They're just the same on top. But there is actually some difference in the reflections on them. So this apparently has been updated not too long ago, which is good, because it's got the pitcher plant. Here is the flowers. Some of these look like they've got the same, they're the same flower, just in different colors. Sometimes packs have wildly different color, wildly different flower structures, instead of just the colors being different. There's the sunflower. I added in a drip leaf. I tried to add in a small drip leaf, but it doesn't seem to want to place on the ground for some reason, so I'll just hold it in my hand for a second when I do these packs until I forget. There's also hearts on the cactus, although you wouldn't want to hug it. There's hearts on lots of things, on the giant mushrooms, all kinds of stuff. Here is the logs. And when you shave the bark off of the logs, there's hearts, apparently. Here's planks. That's kind of fun. That looks almost robotic. Here's dirt, sand, and gravel. A lot of reused patterns on these. They're just using the same pattern of the hearts and dots on all of these. Here's sandstone. There's the karst sandstone. Here's suspicious gravel and suspicious sand. And regular gravel and regular sand. Stone and stuff. Yep. I mean, so far, all of this looks usable. Polished stones. Here's cobblestones. Bricks. Kind of like the bricks. You know, kind of a simple but attractive pattern. Here's stone, bricks, blocks, etc. 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 Yep, here are the glass. Looks like they're all the same, just different colors, of course. And I'd say that's still pretty easy to see through, so no complaints here. I don't think you'd have any trouble seeing the mobs later on when we look at the mobs that are inside glass containers. Here's wool, concrete powder, concrete. They're reusing patterns a lot in this pack, I've noticed. This just has a squiggly line over it, so at least it's slightly different from the concrete powder. Here's terracotta and the glazed terracotta. These are fun. Some of these you can tell which ones of them they were originally, but we got some ones that are fun, different patterns and stuff. I could see you making fun floors out of some of these. Here's ores, and these are very readable. I would say that this is one of the more readable sets of ores that we've had, and that's definitely a grading criteria. Nether ore, deep slate ore, pretty readable. Yeah. No complaints here. Amethyst. Oh, that's interesting. They had the budding amethyst have an X on it for some reason. Here's a lonely magma cube. Random lonely magma block. Sorry. And it is animated slightly. Sponges, and you can tell the difference between the different sponges. That is good. The wet sponge versus the dry sponge, I mean. Here's your light sources. They've even got little flames and stuff on top. Here are, oh, okay, so this pack has not been updated recently enough for the copper bulbs to be implemented. That tells us exactly when this pack was made. It was more recently than the pitcher plant, but less recently than the copper bulbs. Here's some campfires and some miscellaneous light sources. Here's the different signs. And they've got a wood texture on them, but I feel like it'd be pretty easy to read most of these. Here's the hanging signs. I do kind of wish that the wood pattern was a little less contrasty on the signs. That's my only real complaint about those. Here's what a monster spawner looks like. It's got a heart on it. No real surprises there. Here's fences and gates. Let me set off a firework while I'm thinking about it. I was kind of expecting them to be hearts for some reason, because everything else is hearts. But just the usual sparkles. Dried kelp block, diamond, lapis, gold, emerald, redstone. Here's an iron block, raw, copper, gold, and iron. They are different patterns from each other. The lodestone, prismarine, slime block. Here's honey, hay bale, bone block. All of those look fine. Here's quartz. Perfectly buildable quartz, I would say. You could build with it. Copper. They're kind of dramatically different colors instead of just being like one fading into the other in this pack. Here's a ladder. Here are the doors. How are the doors? They're okay. Nothing all too special, but I do like the fact that it's easy to see through most of them. Got lots of windows on the doors, which is good. I will give them credit for that. They're just a lot of these are very similar doors, just with slightly different windows. Here are the trapdoors. I'm not sure any of these would really. Maybe this one would be good for a couch, but you'd have to have something to flip them, because that's the iron trapdoor. The rest of these have holes in them, which would make them a little strange for the arms of a couch. Here's bookcases, etc. Let's look at the enchanting table. Let's have a look at the beds. They are one pattern on them. Not terribly exciting. We have crafting tables and villager job tables. Crafters 2 new. I guess you could tell what most of these are just at a glance. But like if you were to ask me specifically which one this one was, I might struggle to answer. Like, is that the smithing table, I'm assuming? Here's the furnaces. Anvils. As you can see, you can tell how cracked the anvil is in this pack. Nice, decent amount of contrast on the anvils. The cauldrons, that's what lava looks like. That's a potion. Here are the chests. The barrel also has a heart on it. Jukebox and note block. Here's the empty armor stand, the beacon, the bell, the iron bars. Let's have a look at paintings. The top ones are 2 new, unfortunately. I was hoping this pack would be updated enough recently that even the new paintings would be here, but they're not. But we will judge the pack based on what it does have, not by what it doesn't, I suppose. I mean, I guess these are cute. I guess you could have some of these like window ones on the inside of a house instead of windows. But there's no companion one showing the inside of the house through the window. So you can't have it on the inside and the outside of your house, unfortunately. Maybe that's asking too much. Night and day version of the same painting. So it's kind of just like there's some repeated paintings here that are just like the color theme is changed. Here are item frames, rails. Here's your mine carts. The TNT says boom on it. Here's a sheep and a mine cart. Redstone stuff. Oh, it's sad. Sticky piston looks dramatically different from the regular piston because it has a sticky spot on top. Well, maybe not dramatically, but different enough. You can tell which one is which. Here's the pottery. Decent looking pots. Those are 2 new. Scaffolding, banners. Let's look at the boats. Boats, and more boats. Here's the tuff. And the trial spawner and vault are 2 new, apparently. Okay, so let's jump back. Oh, I should mention that the weather won't be in next week's video because I already recorded that one ahead of time. Because I wanted to go ahead and get a head start on some of the Spooky Ducktober stuff. And I just added the weather today, so he won't be in the super scary mashup pack video, but he should be in every future video, barring unforeseen tragedies of some sort. Let's look at the armors. It looks like they, other than the chainmail, they use the same armor pattern for all of these. They just changed the color. Here's the netherite. The netherite is pink. Here's what the elytra looks like. It's kind of tattered wings and a shield. The turtle shell helmet has eyes on it. There's the bow. Let's look at some armor trim. So these, as always, are amethyst armor trims on iron armor. Oh, by the way, please subscribe if you haven't already. Looking at the armor trims. These appear to be custom, so they have actually modified these, I would say. They're extra thick trims. This one, but at least you can see them very easily. They stand out against the iron armor. They might stand out a little less from the oh no, maybe these aren't custom. Huh. Okay, because the new ones look like they're the same thickness as well. I thought that they were I don't know, but you don't have to use you don't have to like completely redesign all the armor trims. That would be asking a lot. Here are the items, starting with the weapons and tools. Swords all have hearts on them. That's what a snowball looks like. That's what the snowball looks like. Cute enough tools, I would say. Whoa, whoa, what's going on there, buddy? What's going on there? That don't look right. We have our first glitch of the pack, apparently. The regular compass is broken too. That's a shame. They should fix that. Hey, creator, if you ever update this pack again, please fix the compasses. Here's the horse armors. They're kind of cute. Potions, food items. I would say that the pixel art on the items is good in this pack overall. Those are two new up top. But those are the music discs. Here's things in buckets. Sweet little axolotl in a bucket. Minerals. There's the books, and here's various miscellaneous other items. Okay, let's look at the mobs. But first, here is what a couch looks like. I guess that still looks okay with the holes in it. I like my trapdoors on couches and benches to not have holes in them. Here's what a water fountain or water cooler would look like. Let's look at mobs. Here's the chicken. The bee. Face over this way, bee. The bee looks like. Here's the cow. They've all got kawaii eyes, which just means cute in Japanese. Here's the pig. I guess that's one of the cuter pigs, but it's not one of the more detailed pigs, I would say. We've seen some crazy pigs in this show so far. Here's the sheep. Apparently when you dye a sheep, it just dyes the whole sheep. Like skin included, which is not always the case. Here's the wolf and a wolf in wolf armor. They did not change the geometry on any of these mobs, so the wolf armor works fine. Polar bear. Let's look at the ocelot. The ocelot and the cat look pretty similar to each other. The ocelot is just slightly bigger. And it's, you know, ocelot color. The mushroom. I would say so far the mobs, a lot of them, like they kind of just slapped the same kawaii eyes on top of very basic patterns for the animals, other than the mushroom having spots. Here's the bat, but it looks to me like that is the modern default bat. There's parrots. I need to get these parrots to sit down sometime. But I'm not going to mess with that right now because they might get away. Might accidentally break the leash on them and then they just fly off. But here's what the parrots look like. I would say these are some of the more bland parrots that we've seen. I would like to see some more colors, because normally the parrots are more colorful than this. More detailed than this, I would say. I mean, everything's kind of low detail so far on the mobs. But the blocks were okay, other than having some repeated heart patterns. Rabbits, the llama. Here are what the horses look like. Or here is what the horses look like. Here are the horses, I started to say. Horses in horse armor. The donkey and the mule. Here's what the skeleton horses look like. They have big holes in them. The zombie horse is still blushing, even though it's a zombie, and it's missing its usual bony aesthetic. Here's the tropical fish. Some of them have like heart-shaped eyes. Here's the cod. Here's the puffer fish. They look pretty much how they always look. Here's the salmon. Yes, I'm saying it wrong on purpose. They're striped this time. That's kind of cool. They're not always stripy. Here's the dolphin. Dolphin looks cute with the big eyes. That's what they're going for. The turtle. Sea turtle. The panda has a smile on its face. Sometimes the panda looks very concerned in some of these packs, but it's pretty happy like most everything else. A fox. Here is the creeper. Never seen a blushing creeper before. The Enderman. Spawn one in. Stay put, Enderman. Oh, well, you kind of saw him for a second there. There he is. There's the Enderman. Here's the silverfish. I should do the other cutesy pack that they have on the Marketplace Pass at some point to compare these two. The skeleton. He's just got a smile on his face. Not a very skeletal face on the skeletons, I would say. Kind of more generic. They all seem to have the same face, except the stray seems to be blushing more. That's the slime. Slime even has big eyes. Oh yeah, that's a nice detail. Here's the spider and cave spider. They're facing away from us, but they've most likely just got the same eyes as everybody else. Yes, same face. Same mob face as everybody else. The zombie. Here's, okay, the bog is too new, but his bow is custom. The husk. This looks like a person, really. The zombie and the husk are very human-like in this pack. I guess if you're like buying this pack to give to a small child who's scared of the hostile mobs normally, then this pack might be useful for that. That's what the drowned looks like. The squid and the glow squid. I would say that's one of the less interesting squids that we've seen. The witch has a bright pink coat on. Here's the guardian and elder guardian. I was trying to get a look at their faces, but they keep swimming away. Okay, that's what that looks like. Got one big anime eye. I just bit my tongue. That was unpleasant. Here's the Endermite. Suppose I should expect no different from this pack. Here is the magma cube. It also has blushing anime eyes. The Strider. These mobs are all kind of painfully average, I would say. The Zoglin. Zombified Hoglin. This looks like a regular Hoglin to me. Look very zombified, unless you count like its color. Here's the zombie piglins. Zombie piglin brute. The goat. Here is the axolotl. Surprisingly, the axolotls don't have big anime eyes. They just have kind of lines for eyes. The Allay. The frog. He's in the water again. There we go. We can see him from here. The frog looks like. Does he have little, like, heart-shaped toes? Not really. The Wandering Trader and their llamas. Spawn in another one. Excuse me. Step out of your llamas, please. Face over this way. Come on, we want to see your face. There we go. That's what the Wandering Trader looks like. And the llamas. The camel. Here's the Blaze. The Ghast. We'll get a better look at the Ghast in a little while when we're in the Nether. Shulkers. The Vindicator and Evoker look pretty much identical to each other. Just slightly different outfit. Looks like they're even wearing the same pants and shoes. They just have a different length of jacket on. That's pretty disappointing. Let's look at some villagers. How many villager faces will there be? It's looking like the answer is 1. Only 1 villager face, but they do have a couple of outfit types. Yeah, I guess they have some different outfits. Like this one's got a vest on over a short jacket, and this one's got kind of a more of an apron on. So, oh, hello, sir. I think you missed out on this texture pack. I'm not sure what happened there. I've never seen a texture pack just completely ignore one specific villager. I mean, his outfit is different, but his face is default. That's strange. Very strange indeed. Strange things afoot. Perhaps this pack would have been okay for Halloween time. Here's the zombie villagers. We have phantoms. Or phantom, I should say, not phantoms. And as always, it is facing the ceiling. Villagers look pretty normal. I mean, pretty much like villagers, just different skin tone. The Ravager. I think I prefer when packs have the hostile mobs look more monstrous or more different from the peaceful mobs, so that you can tell at a glance whether something is going to shoot you. There's the Ravager. Kind of a cute Ravager. Iron Golem and the damaged Iron Golem. You can definitely tell which one is the damaged one. Or maybe you can't, but I sure can. Here's the Snow Golem, and the Snow Golem with his pumpkin carved off. And the Sniffer. Witness me, Sniffer. There we go. That's what the Sniffer looks like. And the armadillo. Looks like the armadillo is default. Means that the breeze is probably going to be default as well. Here's the warden. Everything got dark. Is that because of my proximity to the... Yes, that's because of my proximity to the wither. But just when you see that happen in future videos, that's why. The warden. Cutesy warden. Got several beating hearts in its chest. And the breeze, I had to move over because the warden kept murdering him. That's why the breeze's old enclosure now says space left empty on purpose for murder reasons. There's the breeze, but the breeze is not custom. And the wither. Here's what the wither looks like. It's unsurprisingly uneventful. Just has a cutesy face, smiley face on top of pretty normal or pretty low detail body. Okay, let's go check out the nether. Here we are in the nether. Here's what the nether portal looks like. It's squares that pulse in and out. Here's the regular non-zombified hoglin. Now, if you stuck a zoglin and a hoglin next to each other in this pack, would you be able to tell the difference? I guess they're different color. Here is the respawn anchor. And the piglins, non-zombified piglins. Nice to see that they have different outfits. Here's what the ghast looks like up close. Without the cage. Let's poke over into another biome, shall we? You can see what the lava looks like. Here's more up close on the lava and magma. Just pop on over here real quick. Here's what a forest looks like in the nether. And it does have kind of a pulsing, strobing, not really strobing, but blinking heart pattern on it. Always nice to see some animation, even if it's very basic. Okay, let us go to the Stronghold Below template world. Alright, this is the Stronghold Below template world. You can create it from the template menu when you're creating a new world. All that I've done is added some little decorations here and like a pillar to make it easier to find the hole. And the hole leads down into a stronghold. But first I'm going to show off that this is what villager houses look like in this texture pack. So I would say if you built with wood in this pack, it would look fine. Let's pop over and look at a abandoned village real quick. Here's what that looks like. That's a cobweb. I don't think I had a cobweb in my other world. Looks almost Pokeball-like, if you ask me. Here's another zombie. It's got an eye patch this time. Zombie villager, I mean. There's the pigs. They used to hang out in the house more, but okay, I guess they do kind of come and go as they please. Here's a ruined portal. Let's jump back and check out the stronghold. Here's what ice and frozen water looks like. I mean, frozen water is ice, but in Minecraft there's lakes and oceans that are frozen over. They look slightly different sometimes than the solid ice. Go ahead and jump in. Here is the stronghold. As you can see, there's green spots on some of the wall blocks. Okay, that's what a monster spawner with a monster in it looks like in this pack. Stick an Iron Ender in there. That's what the end portal looks like. Let's blow the horn just in case. Nope. Default horn blowing sound. It's never been custom. It may never be custom. Let's jump in. Okay, let's look at an End Crystal and then the Ender Dragon, and then I'll give my final thoughts. Alright, that's what the End Crystal looks like. And the Ender Dragon. Pretty uneventful Ender Dragon. It's just got kawaii eyes. So it kind of seems, my final thoughts on this pack are that it's really let down by the mobs, because the mobs are all kind of like two colors with or like three colors with anime eyes plastered on, and it's like the same aesthetic, the same eyes on all of the mobs. Some of them are blushing, some of them aren't. That's really the only difference between a lot of these. The blocks themselves are fine. I feel like you could play in a long-term world with this pack on and be just fine. Mining should be pretty easy. So, I mean, it's playable, but I feel like they really let themselves down with the mobs. The items were fine too. I don't always remember to bring up how the items looked in my final score, but yeah, I would say this is kind of a I'd say like a 3.4, just because the mobs are as like minimal effort as possible. You know, I really feel like you can do a cutesy, simplistic art style, but still have some detail on your mobs. So yeah, okay. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and you know, come check out my Spooky Ducktober stuff that's about to release. I have one of these texture pack reviews for the Super Scary Mashup Pack, or just the Scary Mashup Pack, I think is its official name, but the image says Super Scary. That's coming out on October 1st, and I'll have at least one more Scary Mashup, Scary Texture Pack review coming in October as well. Probably maybe halfway through the month, or 1 week away from Halloween or something like that. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment down below and share it with a friend if there's somebody that you think would enjoy this. Thanks for joining me. Peace. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share.